lovely people. This is Evelyn, and I have my twin flame reads for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to go ahead and take a few deep breaths, go ahead and do that now while I'm talking. You might want to pull in a white light of stream in through your crown, bring it down and wrap it around your heart, and then diffuse that energy out into your body, into your chest, your legs, your arms, into your head, and allow it to radiate out and diffuse out into your auric body and out as far as you want, to the neighborhood, to the state, to the world. You can send love wherever you'd like to send it. And just take those deep breaths to help ground you and slow your heart rate down. Holding your breath is a great way to do that. Don't do too much holding your breath if it's hard for you. Just allow yourself to be at peace. There's nothing special you need to do. Just breathe deeply. You want to make sure to oxygenate all of the cells in your body. So we have a bit of musical energy coming up in the reads today. I have the Metatron deck read, and I have the main Twin Flame 7-deck read on the table there. For those of you not familiar with my 7-deck read, we have the Romance Angels, the Rider-Waite Mini. We have the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Numerology deck. The main deck is the SIRIAN STARSEED deck. I also have the Gilded Tarots back there, and the Universal Golden Tarot is here, and we pull Oracle cards at the end as well. And I'm going to roll the dice now. We die. Today is, it was 11:07 on the clock when we started, which is the 11 of Justice, Truth and Balance, Alignment, and the 7 of the Chariot, which is also the calm before the storm. And it just turned 1:44 on this clock as I looked at my iPad. So there's your 11:09 and 1:44 coming together. Let's see what the dice have for us today. Today is the 14th of May. I don't know why. I know it's similar to 3/14, but something similar coming up regarding May 14th, and I'm not sure what it is. So for the twins, we have the number 4, which is stability, building that structured energy. It's also manifesting survival. It's a lower level manifestation there. But again, structure as well. It's also the Emperor, which is Aries. And then we have here Sagittarius. Again, I think that came up yesterday. And then we have the Moon also today, which is Cancer. But we also have the full moon eclipse tomorrow to the 16th. So the 15th to the 16th, depending on where you are, is that full moon eclipse in Scorpio. So it's been pretty intense this week. I definitely feel better today. Not as heavy stressors going on. But I did not sleep last night, but I actually feel fine right now. Later in the day, I might not have as much energy, but I feel fine right now. No specific reasons why I didn't sleep. Maybe I just went to bed too late and then I couldn't fall asleep for whatever reason. You know, sometimes it just past that point. So, ow, I just stabbed myself. I just stabbed myself. All right, so we have a good start here. All right, so here's the Metatron read. Okay, so we have the underlying energies over here. This is the bottom of the deck. First card out is here, and then it's across, 12 cards down, then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 for sure, and then some extras come out. So I have 19 and 20 here, and then 3 cards at the bottom as well as an extra message there for the Metatron deck read. I stabbed myself with that thing. Okay. We're not drawing blood here, maybe just a spot, so I think I'm going to be fine. Okay, so this Metatron deck read, and then we'll get into the read on the table. Just want to see what other, if there's anything else that need to come up. All right, so the Metatron read I did at 8:18 this morning, which is the 8 of strength, inner and outer strength, as well as the dance between the masculine and feminine, the manifestation of dreams, and the 18 of the moon, with this, you know, this big eclipse tomorrow to the next day. So we're definitely in the energies already. We have the underlying energies of the beacon, the dimensional gateway, the 33, and then the bottom of the deck was the 49. Those other cards were below that deck, card, the family, and 49, which is the Get Your Wish card, the 9 of Cups. The first card out was creation, and the number 3 of the Empress and abundance. And there weren't a lot of colors or elements in this read today. Fire was the only element that came up. And the colors were just indigo, gold, and lilac, which is very high vibrational. So keeping it high. At 8:22, I started processing the read. The 8 again of strength and the 22 of the Fool's Journey. With an open heart, taking a leap of faith. The underlying energy of the 3D lap dance, of the waves at the lighthouse, climbing the walls to get to their light, shining upwards to the Golden Gate, the dimensional gateway, via the number 33, the 4D bridge, where Christ is the contractor or carpenter, with the pot of gold on the other end, getting your wish of family that you connect with. Sandalphon at the 5D station, number 22, choo-choo, with Lyran connections. The collective awakening to abundance of creativity and expansion. And then Terra and Gaia were coming up. Usually TG for me is Thanksgiving, but and it's also, thank God. But it's also coming up as the 4D, 5D Earth, the Terra, Gaia, Earth. So TG, so you know what I'm talking about sometimes, is Terra, Gaia. In the spring right now, today. At 8:28 is the dance of the twins and the choice of path, as the train horn blew down the street. At 8:29, which is then being present in the moment to your gifts as well. And also, I wanted to tell you, the other day, the word Dalai Lama came up with Lemuria and Lyra. I don't know if I told you that already. But if you put Dalai Lama over Lyra and Lemu, it's literally the same thing, right? Because Dali is dad and Lai, and so is Lyra. Ra would be the dad, and then the Lai of Ly. And then Lama is the same as Lemu, like Lemuria, because La is French for the mother. And then Lemu is just masculine energy of the mother. Very interesting. So authentic self, your inner children, and who are you today? As the TG births of Terra and Gaia and her children in multiple ways, what is the key to get you to open up, just like Gaia's flowers? Don't forget to pause and come together to receive healing for yourself. Mother and children definitely coming together here. The numbers on the top row here were 3, 46, and 43, which is funny because 46 and 43 are both my children's soul numbers. So it's definitely very much about mother and children coming together. Archangel Sandalphon, or Saint Dolphin as I refer to him, with Lyra on the Fool's Journey, with you now, pulling your strings to get your inner child to connect forward to him, to help you conquer your fears and let go of control, which were definitely coming up in the cards randomly as well, letting go of control issues. An energetic exchange with your ancestors, appreciating the healing that you're doing for them, because when you heal your DNA, you heal all of the DNA in your lineage. With the dragon fire and the strength of the sun on the other side to balance Sandalphon out, because Sandalphon is a very peaceful, artistic angel, and the dragon on the other side here is balancing those two energies out, like the masculine and the feminine. The lyra or lyra, however you want to pronounce it, or the mini harp there, and the pyramid dance in the energetic exchange with the ancestors between, bridging on through like a freeway of floaters or loafers perhaps, freeload and family off your clearings since they reap the benefits too. Allowing your dreams to come true, start today. Time for release of control from winter fall, because ter means two as well. So from the winter to the fall, or win to fall, as you are held in the sunset endings each day, purging out what you need to let go of. The indigo child connects with their star. How I wonder what you are. Masteries and mysteries and coming full circle, whole and balanced, magnificent and ageless. 1-to-1 going with the flow on the whispering bench and paddling on at 8:45, the dance with the purge. While releasing the wounded warrior Kundalini untapped energies, the stores, at the sunset, feeling your reflection at sunset of those beautiful pinks and peaches of your relatives reflecting your energy back at you, where you can feel safe and letting things go each day. Like exhaling CO2, just like breathing. You send them back what you don't need because that benefits them. The Queen of Swords, Big Bird, with priorities to power up the rainbow triangles for strong foundation before going on the road. Journey to clear the sacral chakra. From rusty to gold, a little polishing is all. And lead, answer the call with flame in hand. And a little polishing is all you need with help from the signs and spirit with love, emotional family and fulfillment, happiness. Shower in the diamond white light to go within for shadow play, not work. And then the aqua rose gold heart for love relationships and harmony. The Akashic records for evaluation and review for new perspectives and to take in the sun to transform your shadow backpack, your portable compost reserves, a mix of light and dark, with control and chaos being life and death, and bringing those polarized energies into joy and peace in the middle of all of it, the 0 point field. As the King of Wands is in duality right now and needing balance from you, with sudden cup of love or gold replenishment, a toroidal rush up or gold rush to the whispering bench as the Page of Swords message comes in to the castle on a cloud 9, the higher realms and magic, against the backdrop of the purple moon. The total lunar eclipse pointed at the root chakra to the tip, back up to the dock to release at sunset. Holywood Boulevard in the Holywood Hills. Shasta. So at 9 a.m., double zeros backing up the 9 of source embodiment of the human, and the hermit there with the 9, and the collective consciousness and the 9. This is Christ time, the 9 a.m. On engine 99 of compassion, choo-choo again. As Thomas the tank engine comes up, and Thomas tanks, so of course I looked up Thomas, and at the B&O Railroad Museum, posted at 3:38 on 5/13/22 from ABC2 Baltimore. Just that he was being initiated to the museum. And then what popped up when I looked up Thomas the Tank Engine, of course, heading the news, was Biden dumping the most money ever into 5G towers to poison our children and sterilize their children as well. With every 5G tower way higher than the actual limit that's considered safe for humans, where 5G is not the same technology as 4G. The 5G tower next to your child's apartment building can sterilize them and their children, according to those who understand its military capacity and uses as a weapon, just like fluoride in our water systems. And why, when we know it dumbs down our children, do we still allow our communities to put fluoride in our water at 910, which is the 9 of the Hermit and the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune? So just some information that was coming up to be said. So the underlying energy is the 3D44 of the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love in the 3340 dimensional gateway to the pot of gold family. The first column was the Gaia of 5D, the 22, and the station, like the railroad station, of the Fool's Journey to the 60 instant manifestation of the 11 alignment. And then we get to the double zeros, which is the 7D disappearing act, or googly eyes for healing and dreams, and indigo girls too. But the King of Wands needs help balancing his ego duality right now. The second column is the inner kids crossing the bridge, winter to fall and wind to fall, down the river of love. And then what was coming up is, come with me, my love, to the sea of love. I want to tell you just how much I love you. So that was coming up. Drained in, it's literally these two cards. It looked like the river was draining into the next card because it literally curved at the end of the card, draining into the Holy Grail, knocking the King of Wands off balance. Hope he doesn't go to jail. Unless, of course, it's Jail Beach, Albania, high mar or high seas. Healing hands come together with the sun to purge in the sunset at the beach as the wounded warrior releases their kundalini as a message to the castle on cloud 9 via Milky Way, purple moon, 0-point field. I spy a rocket in your pocket. Keep coolly cool, boy. Don't get hot, 'cause man, you got some high times ahead. Take you slow, daddy-o. And that was West Side Story 61. And it was interesting, too. I looked up 44 was coming up. And for me, that's just such a natural number for a tank engine. So I looked up on Thomas to see what the different numbers were. And there was like a whole list of different engine numbers from their area and from other areas. And there was no 44s anywhere, which was so weird because it's such a common number. People like to use those double numbers. So it was really weird that it was like not allowed to be used on Thomas the Tank Engine for some reason. So then we go to, it's now 16 minutes, and we're going to the main read on the table. And the movie, The Lake House, which is an older movie. I mean, it's not real old, but it's not real recent either. The Lake House came up. And if you've never seen that movie, it's a pretty cool movie. There's a bit of a connection between dimensions there, or timelines. So it's a pretty cool movie. It's very romantic as well. So, and the lake can be coming up as well. I cut the deck at 9:46 last night, which is the Hermit and the 46 of the Six of Cups, the children loving each other. And at 9:59, NE of Flames came up. So that can be Northeast. It can be any of drama, flames, however you read that, or fire. And then Lames came up as well, as that can be Lamaze as well. So perhaps, kind of dancing or dressing up in sparkles regarding drama. I was just getting cross-dressers as well with the lame. But again, northeast of drama or northeast of flames, or off flames if there's fires anywhere. This was at 9:59 too, and the 59 is the Five of Swords, so some kind of conflict there. So I finished clarifying at 10:13, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card, transition. And the major arcana in this read were Indigo, which is the Magician, but it's a childlike magician in this deck. We have the Chariot, the solar deity, which is the sun. Before the read, Luna or the moon came up. And again, we have the lunar eclipse. Remember, the earth is making her presence known. She is the actual light that reflects the sun. And she's getting in between the moon and the sun to show her place and stand up for herself. After the read is Karma, which is the Judgment card. Reason, which is the Emperor. And the Lovers came up as the last card out in the read. There were 3 wands, 3 swords, and 2 pentacles here. There were no cups in the main cards anyway. We have enough emotional energy coming up from the eclipse moon. We have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords in the read, as well as the Wounded Warrior, the 9 of Wands. And as far as numbers, we had triple 4s, double 1s, and double 10s. So all about the new beginning there and transitioning into the next cycle with the 444, which is very much the angelic realms. The 4 is, of course, stability and survival on this level, but the 44 is then grounding, integrating, and mastering and learning how to receive love on a grander level. And of course, the angelic realms is, all about love and how to receive it without feeling like a victim. And it also is 12, which is then wisdom. So it's having learned from survival how not to be the victim, how to be more wise and see new perspectives as we go from 4 to 8 to 12. We also have the 1-1 of Justice, the 10-10 of that really high vibration to keep it high, the 7-8-9-10 begin again, as well as the 5D being accentuated there, and then the station to go to 6D for that really high vibe, which is the 10-10, where the 10-10 is. We also had 45, which is the 5 of Cups purging card, and loss. And then we have 14 of the Temperance card, patience and balance, also taking a step off the beaten path for that higher love. the 57 of the Three of Swords as well, and the 410, which is 0 backing up the 41 of the Ace of Cups. Self-love, spiritual love, new love, and the Holy Grail. So the code line here is all about time out and communication. And it was broken up into T, I'm out. So somebody could literally be saying that to someone. Oh, I'm sorry, the Page of Swords is in the read as well. I just wrote it below the line there. So Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Page of Swords were in the read. Communication was broken up into calm and munication. And so Munich was coming up there. I'm not sure if there's any news about Munich. So the messages came up as this. Well, the first thing I saw in the code line was the energy of F, the Knight of Wands, like someone's cursing them out. But it also can be that sexy energy of that sexual exchange of the Knight of Wands with the slow burn. And perhaps that Knight of Wands is so to self. Home acing the Ten of Swords of ending pain or a painful ending, or this is literally the worst over, and the bliss coming in, the pain of God, the time out and communication to toggle up and say, I'm out, but be calm as well with the monk or sage and cation, which is an ion connection. And then Munich at ion as well coming up, ion being connection. Footprints, like Jesus's footprint. It's the same kind of energy coming up here. The footprints in the forest, representing the human foundation, but also the fat or the lard coming up here with the human embodiment of source in a flash of light home in union acing bliss with God, toggling up, I'm out. Calm, mu, as in Lemuria, mu, calm, mu, and then Nikati, which means emerges on. So calm Lemuria emerges on. So we, it's like Lemuria's back. And then foi was coming up, which one of its definitions is faith being key. And then again, fat or lard coming up, fatso. Maybe someone's feeling like they're fat, or just the faith is what you need to fatten up. The faith key, fatso, or the Knight's SOS. The Ev energy is coming up of the home and acing bliss of God. So there's like an SOS sent out between the masculine and the feminine. Home acing the bliss of God and the connection between the masculine and feminine. So I think the sun was coming up around 6 a.m. or so, since I was up all night and all. We start out with the Knight of Wands and the underlying energy. The Knight of Wands is the top of the deck. Okay, and there's the Knight of Wands. The mini cards are on top. And beneath that Knight of Wands was the Four of Cups upright, the Five of Wands reversed, Luna reversed, or the moon, the Ace of Swords upright, and the Ten of Wands upright. So grounding and integrating, bored without conflict, and deception are getting up early for the truth of burden and the weight of the world, Atlas, the Knight of Wands, the weightlifter perhaps, the lover undercover, an energetic exchange, and then up early to do it all again, adding more and more weight. And that could be someone who keeps getting more work or is putting on weight, or perhaps is doing a lot of weightlifting at the gym or doing work in the yard, but it's like more and more being added on, which is not coming up as a good thing. The Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, maybe juggling out in the cold together in a painful ending or an ending pain. The Two of Wands upright, which can be the twin flames, also can be a choice to be made or an ultimatum being presented. As the Four of Pentacles here is the Scrooge energy here with the high, I don't usually say the Four of Pentacles is necessarily Scrooge, but in this deck it is. With the High Priestess reversed, the secret passion, or perhaps Scrooge needing to tap into their intuition instead, but the High Priestess reversed secret passion may be over it in a losing battle with too much burden, too much hard work. Maybe it's not worth it anymore to them. Done with standoffs and not interested in letting go of conflict just to pick it all up again. It's like they don't want to go to the work of ending something that's just going to come right back to them again. And at 12-12, which is the two hanging out, the Ten of Swords with only a hint of peace and too much betrayal. So it's not, again, it's not worth it. Standing their ground for balance and equity and peace of mind. Declogging their crown with scraps for the poor. 5 and 6, that perfect balance of penta and hexa, of freedom and love, of overgrowth and the blockhead, and the silence between, where peace of mind lives. One can only control so much before nature wins. And then frogs came up. And I don't know if any of you saw that movie. I saw it in junior high school. But frog came to mind right there, where all the creatures on the island at the end get the humans. They get back at the humans, like for interfering with their natural theme. And then Jesus Christ Superstar was coming up in the marketplace, where first it was the sick people, and then the salesmen who all they want is money. So I believe you can make me well. See my purse, I'm a poor, poor man. And then the salesman going, roll on up for the price is down. Come on in for the best in town. Take your pick of the finest wines. That kind of energy. And then Jesus saying, my temple should be a house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves. And this came up yesterday too, where he says, get out, get out. My time is almost through. Little left to do. After all I've tried for 3 years, seems like 30. Seems like 30. So from Jesus Christ Superstar, which Broadway was 71, the film came out in 73. And by the way, they described Superstar as meaning in the movie the divine plan. And this is at 12:26, the Hanging Man and the Page of Wands, where Jesus then is saying, there's too many of you. Don't push me. There's too little of me. Don't crowd me. Leave me alone. And this is the energy of the masculine. Released from the energy vampires. Oh, to be reunited in death with my Father, the messenger of truth, with one last word of inspiration to burn the past. The grim reaper is gone, for the reaper is only grim, not seeing the beauty of what they've sown. No gratitude for what is today. Look to the sun and to the butterflies, and why would you keep your eyes closed when there's all of this to see? Drop your scythe and whipping boy. Make love, not war. Love, not sex. Make love. My Mary is no whore. I only want to say, if there is a way, take this cup away from me, for I don't want to taste its poison. Feel it burn me. I have changed, and I'm not as sure as when we started. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Listen, surely I've exceeded expectations. Tried for 3 years, seems like 30. Could you ask as much from any other man? Compassion in 99 at 12:44. Grounding, integrating, and mastering receiving of love. And health with the 71 and co-creation and the feeling of failure, needy for attention, and under the radar, recovering the King of Pentacles, struggling to find a way out. There must be another way to end this cycle of unhappiness, this losing battle of chains without lover, hoisted up, to only be let down at 12:52, the Hanging Man and the Queen of Swords, conceding to the crowd who's out for blood. Let them win, as the Knight of Wands has completed their hard work here. But if I die, see the saga through and do the things you ask of me. Let them hate me, hit me, hurt me, nail me to their tree. I want to know, my God. I want to see, my God. Unaware of the passion and compassion that would be through 2023. Seeing synchronicities in heaven and the sun, seasons in the sun at 1:01. The King of Swords and the Page of Swords hanging out with the King of Cups, resting with the Queen of Swords after falling out or negative past, saving for the Two of Cups connection with issues at work, with the King of Wands reversed and his temper at 1:03, the Magician and the Empress. Why should I die? Would I be more noticed than I ever was before? Would I? I need to know my Lord. So he keeps going. I have to see my Lord. And if I die, what will be my reward? You're far too keen on where and how, but not so hot on why. All right, I'll die. Just watch me die. See how I die. Oh, just watch me die. At 1:07, made in heaven. The 1 is the Magician, the 7 is the Chariot. In the recent past, the 7 of Swords reversed, coming clean. No longer to pass risky messages to the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community. With King of Swords, pilot, and the Queen of Swords to reap rewards. With the Divine Feminine in the 5D, detoxing, no offers of something practical. Or, something practical of life. Only passion to detox their lies, looking back. Only seeing the Page of Cups message of love that was there, never wavering, the innocence, in no sense, only in the heart, the foundation of the Chariot that will go on. God, thy will is hard, but you hold every card. I will drink your cup of poison, nail me to the cross and break me, bleed me, beat me, kill me. Take me now before I change my mind. My Chariot is here, still grounding, integrating, and mastering how to receive love. But just a few issues here at work as I hang on the cross. In divorce, a broken contract, no religious support, and the Queen of Wands looking the other way, to an unhappy family grieving the loss, the regret, the shame, and the guilt of the omnipresent, one and only Knight of Cups. Being love at 1:16, the Magician in the Tower, as the Magician goes down with the Tower, his chariot and his ship. The central energy of indigo magic, the divide, the lies, and the split, of the Page of Wands reversed and the Emperor reversed, the frustrated child and the cranky old man with no peace, both healing from breaking each other's heart. He and his inner child lost their innocence, yet in this most vulnerable state, the most empowered to manifest. Challenged by the Four of Wands reversed, the House of Cards, and they all fall down, standing up to the crowds while dying in front of a faceless crowd. No love loss, only unhappiness, only coming together of his secret passion and Mother Mary in support of him, praying for her son's release from his prison, and needing the courage to be powerless and dependent, post-war with the King of Wands reversed, who has lost the war and is now suffering from PTSD and those wanting to steal from him. Only bad or sad memories of lovers' deception, unaccepted advances at 1:24, the Magician and the Queen of Wands, of the cheek-to-cheek variety, leaning on the truth of instability, of the patient angel, or not in need of a home, with a higher love present. The Magician embodiment ending the war, with the Knight of Wands needing to swallow their pride and be happy just the way they are. And now the Queen of Swords exposed this truth, the children dependent needing to make a call of justice and drop the act to end the conflict. The Queen of Swords upright and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, where the Queen of Swords may be Gemini or Libra or have Aquarius in their chart, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed may be the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And the Queen of Swords may be connecting with that Queen of Pentacles reversed and blocking their car, their ascension, or their travels, seeing synchronicities and Cancer or Chariot blasting through this wall, no longer obsessing in a hit and run, blasting all obstacles out of their path, as the King of Cups sits there, perhaps ×2, blind to all that's going on behind them. because he's in his own world. The Hermit missing their flame, and the Empress over the patient angel, or perhaps over being the patient angel, after a sudden event, epiphany, or sexual exchange, destined or Libra with Scorpio, Virgo, and Taurus in their chart, and the Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, or missed an opportunity to close the distance gap. Two lovers out in the cold, no longer flirting or showing off, as the Knight of Swords, messenger of truth, comes to call or deliverance of the Magician embodiment, manifesting at full power at 138, the Magician and the Queen of Cups, Mary Magdalene. And soon as the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Diamond in the rough with failure to launch, and the Empress releasing the hostage to end the conflict, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, holding on while the Knight of Wands rushes in and the Hermit sheds light to push their buttons and cause instability, purging and overwhelm, depression and suffering and silence for the upside-down world at large. At 140, the Magician and the Page of Cups, the Divine Feminine in the 5D, and Pisces reversed. After the mother's death, the conflicts then relayed from that mother to her daughter and her granddaughter in order to resolve the wounds. At 144, the twin flames seeing themselves as the sun, making the past crystal clear after death so others won't make the same mistakes they did. Look to the sun and to the butterflies. Look into the light portal. Be blinded by the light and allow the transformation to be free to see that all that glitters is gold, the golden gate of unity for all. At 147, the Magician and the Seven of Cups, of the synchronicities and heaven in their eyes, the justice of a negative past, to become patient and become angelic on a journey of a higher love, from the wounded warrior's path to the fool's journey to the divine, the hanging man of wisdom and the inspiration that comes to them from beyond the veil without having to die. Exposure of all, energy, light, happiness, peace. After deception, give your relationship a chance, very soon, but above all, true love. And this is a romance of a lifetime. At 151 is the Magician and the King of Swords, where Leo with Scorpio reversed and Libra upright, Sag upright, Pisces or Capricorn upright, all here. And around the twins are how they're seen as the Eight of Pentacles reversed, exposing what's not working out, the daily grind or the performance, and the Page of Cups with their message of love, causing their suffering in silence, feeling unworthy of this love. The Page of Swords stepping up to the plate. The second time my ears popped and went out today. At 154, the Magician and the Page of Swords again, to heal with their message. The Queen of Cups reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Cups and the Page of Swords trying to cheer them up. And the block here is the Ten of Swords, the betrayal, the painful ending or ending pain, purging unstable home or depressed and coming clean, or how to clean up their act or space. Time out, communication, but even more so here, the happy ending and the new beginning. The Knight of Wands sweeps the Page of Cups off their feet as the wounded warrior reverse surrenders to go within when seeing synchronicities and heaven in their eyes, seeing magic manifested, the manifestation of truth, ending the conflict, and having seen the war within, and the wounded warrior now surrendering to their poor judgment, or perhaps they spoke too soon, and the Emperor reversed at rest as the Page of Swords sends the message of the lovers and of self-satisfaction, of getting their wish, when finding happiness within by connecting to higher self, to your twin, and to the collective, and to Creator. Lovers get their wish. At 204, the High Priestess and the Emperor, with Saggy upright, Pisces upright, Gemini upright, Virgo upright, Aquarius and Aries reversed here, and the Knight of Wands with their slow burn, and their Chariot in the sun, exposing malalignment and wanting to close the distance gap with indigo magic from within. The challenge being the Four of Wands reversed and the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Ten of Swords upright. The move, the visit, the end to the house or family where the party is over. Perhaps the money is gone, or perhaps played hardball in a betrayal. Ending pain with the Queen of Swords upright and the wounded warrior surrendering, needing to swallow their pride with the Emperor reversed and lay things to rest with a message of light to their lover, as the mailman just delivered. At 2:09, the High Priestess and the Hermit. Deception and a split, releasing all burdens, with the Knight of Wands coming clean to end the conflict. The Chariot of Indigo and the Queen of Swords challenged by the Four of Wands reversed, and that instability or move or visit or an end. Sunshine, exposure, preparing for a new life, letting go of what didn't work, even if it's painful. The wounded warrior surrendering to love, to swallow their pride, letting go of control, and connecting in 5D with a message of light and the divine lovers, self-satisfaction and compassion for all. At 2:35, the two wounded warriors, or the High Priestess and wounded warrior, signed Love, JC, and MM. And there is your message. So let's go ahead and pull a few cards to see what the oracles have to say for you. Let's see what the Wild Unknown has for you today at 41:21 on this clock, which is the Ace of Cups and the World, completion with love, self-love, spiritual love, new love, and it's 11:48 on my clock, which is alignment, justice, truth, and balance, and the walking away within from what no longer serves. So what is our takeaway here? That came right up. The wolf stunned the deer in the headlights. Perhaps they got caught. And there's the shark. Maybe they had to take their mask off of being the shark, and maybe they're just very vulnerable wolf here, not knowing what to make of things. And the mouse over here, who's kind of nervous there. They have all this beautiful light, but there's the dark energy there is overwhelming for them, especially with this face of this shark right in their face. This is the bee in my face yesterday. Right. And this could literally be someone taking off their shark mask to let the mouse, who's been scared of that, to see who they really are. And look how sweet and innocent they are looking at each other now. It's so sweet. The woeful wolf and the mousy mouse. And look who's right behind the mouse, the crocodile. Look at the poor little mouse. And this wolf is like, what do I do now? How do I get them out of there? Like, what am I going to do? Like, this is someone feeling like their child or their pet is trapped between these two predators here. Right? With no way out. I can't help you now, my son. It's up to you to do it for yourself. And the bottom of the deck is, look, is the father energy. The hot head, the red head. Or just on fire. And this is the energy of the connection with the sun, the father and the son. And the buffalo. This came up earlier too with this connection here. This was coming up as like I forget, there's like a child card here where these were the parents trying to get their kid, like taking them to school or something, because the chariot was there too. But I forget which card it was the raccoon. So they were with their child, like trying to get them to go somewhere, but the child was really scared to go for the first time here. And again, that could be this intimidation energy of the child being terrified to be, you're leaving me with these people here that I don't know? How could you leave me here? Right? And this could be another kid too, who's scared too, but not like the mouse. But they're the new ones, like the new kids at school, at college or something, you know, where all these predators are around. And it's not the parents that are scared, it's the kids. So that could be the energy for sure, because that's been coming up as a theme the past couple days. All right, let's see what comes up for the journey of love. I mean, it can be a really serious issue of predators around a child or a pet. But I definitely got that theme before where it was about children, you know, moving on to something new and they're just really scared to leave the house because maybe they just are really empathic and it's, you know, like we don't like to leave the house a lot because we feel everybody's energies. And the young children are feeling that way too. And the parents may not understand it. All right, let's see what the journey of love has to say. Take a deep breath. I was just noticing that the eagle, his right wing is up, protecting what he's got. And the eagle came in for a landing too in one of my reads today. Hidden beauty. So again, the one who's scared, this is the purging card again, the 45 of the 5 of Cups. Right? Letting go of the loss, the grief, the regret, the guilt and shame. Right? Hiding their beauty. And that can be anxiety as well. And then we have the King of Wands, which can be that elk energy with the hot head there across the waters. And there's the feminine energy, both waiting here for the masculine to come in at the light at the end of the tunnel, but also the feminine energies who are afraid in anxiety right now because of the energies, afraid to try things new or go outside the house, which can be, you know, children and adults. It's very much the energy of the feminine embodying both energies, being very strong in the tunnel, right? Standing right in the this is the tornado here, right? She's standing right in the middle of it and being perfectly calm. And yet there's still purging going on, whether it's her own purging or the other women around them. And again, but it's coming up with the King of Wands because she's feeling the King of Wands going through what he's going through because we're being told that he's not balanced right now. The bride offers herself with the 43 and coming together, right? She's got it made. She already understands how to deal with this conflict energy, right? She's able to be peaceful amidst the crap that's going on. The fray, the tornado, the cyclone that's going on. And she's like, what the heck? What the heck is going on? Everything was calm. And then now it's like the shit hit the fan, literally in this card. The bride offers herself. And the Chariot was coming up earlier in a read too, where it's like, what the heck is taking so long? And why is all this crap now coming up? And then there's this, all of a sudden there's this calm and the Lovers. And the separation can be healing from the separation after going through this energy, because here the Lovers are both here and making it real simple and clear in order they're coming together to heal. So again, and they're all feminine energies until the Lovers card. It's because she's feeling the masculine going through what he's going through. She's calm one minute and it's just crazy the next. And then all of a sudden, total peace with the Lovers together. And then the 3-2-1 again, where they're all three together. The 10 of the high vibration. And again, the energy of the underground tunnels here. But the mother, father, and the child all together here. And then this is the peace, finding the peace, riding the wave, the cosmic wave. There's a lot of compassion in this card. The bottom of the deck is the Becoming. And this is a very 2D painting, although it's very beautiful. The 34 of the 8 of Wands, the energetic exchange, back and forth, communication, travel, just lots of energy, or the arrows of love. And becoming from the space between the 2D energies here of fire and ice. And this is Christ standing between the fire and the ice, the cold and the hot, in the middle, seeing the light of the 37, which is the King of Cups and unconditional love. Learning how to reflect both sides, right? And see the light. This is the masculine being represented by Jesus, finding unconditional love of himself and becoming the arrows of love, right? Loving self first. And the feminine feeling the sadness, right, of the song that was going on through the theme from Jesus. And across the waters from the King of Wands, she stands in the cyclone strong, waiting for his light to show up. even when it gets tough, she's still there saying, what the heck? But she's still there, coming together. The bride offers herself, and then total peace of the lovers coming together in order to heal with each other. But is this real? Because you're just seeing a black and white representation. And then there's the 3-2-1 of the high vibe tunnel, where they all three come together, riding the wave of peace. You know, kind of like in the green room of the tunneled wave, the green room. Only it's not green, it's blue and green and yellow and all sorts of colors. But riding the wave of compassion. In the green room soon. You know, the green room is where you go before you're on. So, we're going to read number 45. Okay, 45 is hidden beauty. You are glimpsing beauty, and yet there's more to be revealed. There's more than what you're currently seeing. To attempt to force the vision would prevent you from seeing what is being revealed. Be patient and look more closely. Soften your heart, which came up yesterday, and ask to be shown the beauty in the situation that is being shown to you. Wait. Let the vision come alive, and then you shall witness what was once hidden. This oracle brings you a suggestion from divine guidance. You may think you see the whole picture, but if you look deeper, you shall see something that brings you much joy, hope, and reassurance. There is a more beautiful perspective here that affirms and nourishes you and all involved in the situations of your life that are puzzling you at present. Take heed and relax. All is as it is meant to be, and soon you too will be able to see. When I close my eyes at night, I see your face, your lips, the brush of your hair across your brow, the down of your skin soft against my touch. My love grows in the solitude, listening for the morning light, and you. And the next page is just for a moment, joy. Okay. So remember your water and your sleep, your joy, and your nature. To remember to balance all areas of your life the best you can. If you can't do everything in one day, it's okay. Just be good to yourself. And when you feel like you're off center, just remember to come back to your center. Whether it's meditation, whether it's sleep, whether it's going out in the woods and touching nature, whether it's taking a nice salt bath or just going out with your children, right? They're all very grounding energies. All is well. So breathe and rise and be loved. Love and rise. I'll see you soon. Bye.